rhythm, the blues, stormy weather. Next slide, please. Lester Young. Lester Young was called Prez. Notice they all had these very distinguished nicknames. The Duke, Count, Lady Day, Prez. I believe, I've never read this, but I believe it's a reaction to being told you're less than all the time. And people wanting to raise their self-esteem, so they came up with these very distinguished, dignified names. Well, this was Prez. He was Billie Holiday's best friend. He also had an intense drug addiction. He was addicted to heroin. He died a horrible death, very young as well. But he was quite funny. To deal, just to give you an example, I don't know if you would find this funny or not, but I'll just try this. When there was a bigot or a racist in the room and there were a bunch of black people together and a racist came in the room, he would simply say, "There's a slight draft in the air." Did anyone guess that? There's a slight draft in the air, meaning there's a cold person around, let's be cool. He would say, "There's a slight draft in the air." Anyway, my father was a trumpet player. He turned me on to Lester Young when he got older. He couldn't play trumpet anymore because he was getting older, so he switched to tenor sax. This is the tenor saxophone. Next slide, please. He was quite funny. It's not supposed to be played to the side like that. But this is what he did to bring humor to the situation. I'm not going to play anything for you that he did. We're running out of time, so I'm going to keep moving. I think there's Count Basie next, yes. Yes, Count Basie. Count Basie, I don't know his real name. I don't think he was, but he was called the Count. He had an orchestra, which I had the honor of seeing when I was your age many times in New York. Again, it wasn't a real orchestra. It was 4 trumpets, 4 or 5 trombones, 5 or 6 saxophones, one of which was my neighbor that I used to deliver papers to. Unbeknownst to me at the time, unknown to me at the time, Mr. Buddy Tate was in the Count Basie orchestra, was quite famous. Well, to me, he was just hi, Mr. Tate, and I got my money from him week after week. And my father would say that, you know, he's in the Count Basie orchestra. And being young, I didn't know anything until I went to music school, your age, a little bit older, and I read about the Count Basie orchestra, and my neighbor was in his group. Next slide, please. He played, again, very elegant, handsome young man, known for his very smooth style. He was an inspiration to me when I was young, trying to learn how to play. Do I have time to play anything else? Okay, what can I play by Mr. Count Basie? Let's see. Many people play this song. It's called Autumn Leaves. I'm going to play it in a jazz style. Maybe it'll wake some of us up.